I hope my audio is also proper and also my screen is visible, right?
Yes.
Yes, you are audible,
Okay,
clearly audible.
nice, nice. So, hello guys, hello everyone, and this is Kantish. And before I introduce myself and before I welcome you guys, I'm just a bit curious about like what made you like. I just want some intro of yourself. Like you just help me with your if you have any IT experience, you can help me with that. And how you came across this platform and what made you so interested on this platform and why you want to learn this, and I'm a bit curious. So based on this, I will fine tune my upcoming sessions accordingly. So can anyone start by introducing yourself and the background of this RPA, how you came across this?
Myself, Ami Patel. Yeah, I come to know this course from the Raj Patel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it has more opportunities ahead in.
Mm-hmm.
Mm, mm,
Yeah. So as you rightly mentioned, yes, we have a huge amount of opportunities on this platform right now. Right now in the market, it is booming like anything. Why? Because due to COVID, many domain has fallen, but it is not something like a great thing we want to show off, but that is the fact. Due to this COVID crisis, the RPA has boosted it to the greater extent. Why? Because many IT industries have seen without a human in place, their job were not happening. Because of that, right now they are looking into something as an automation, automating their task in their lively environments. So that's the reason you have this RPA. It is booming like anything. So I hope you're gonna enjoy this session with us, and yeah, I'm gonna be training you throughout this course, and I make sure that you're gonna build a greater career on this platform. Welcome to this session.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Can we?
S- Yeah, I can go for introduction.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, actually, my name is Arpit, and I have completed my bachelor in computer engineering.
Mm-hmm.
And just I have completed 2 years degree from web development, postgraduate diploma.
Mm-hmm.
And I have experience like I did two internships in
Okay.
IT background, like for front end and as well as back end.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, I don't have any like industrial experience,
Mm-hmm.
but yes, I can say that I can make any projects easily. And I got this opportunity through Bharat uncle,
Mm-hmm.
and he told me that this field is booming right now.
Yes.
That's why.
Yeah. So as you said, like even though you don't have an industrial experience, but if you get any project, you will be capable enough to build it now. So that confidence is more sufficient for this platform. And to give some background, like it's simple. It's just before I go in detail, this platform is designed in such a way that it doesn't require any coding or any prerequisites, I would say. Not even any coding experience you want to have, not even like a bit of knowledge on .NET. Nothing is required this platform. Anyone who is very new to this platform can easily adopt it and they can build their career. So this is one of the greatest technology and which you have opted by choosing it right. So I hope you're going to enjoy this session with us, and welcome to this session.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. So yes, guys, thank you for your intro. And yeah, let me start with the thing. Before I start, let me just introduce myself. Hello, guys. Hello, everyone. This is Kantish, and I'm certified RPA developer who is professionally working in UiPath in a UiPath company itself. So I have dealt with many kind of an automation in my current experience till now. I have deployed around 300 to 350 bots, which is running in the live environments. So I carry with a good amount of experience. I have delivered so many automations in different sectors like the manufacturing. There I have built some automation, and in the healthcare, in the insurance sector, in the HR sector, in the finance sector. See, these are the sectors where I have proven my expertise, and there are some bots which is running currently over there. Now, this is what all about me, and this is what an experience I carry from my end. And you might be wondering why I'm here as an RPA instructor. Yes, here I am as an RPA instructor. Why? Because when we try, like in my current organization, when we try to screen the candidates for the interviews, yes, I see a potential with the candidates, but I see some dark spots also. What is that is, people are know the concept, but they are not well equipped. Like the process what they gonna build, they are not building it to the greater extent. That means if there is any exception, the bot itself should handle it. It should not ask the human to validate it. So we want to create a workflow in such a way that the bot itself will rectify. If anything happens, some interruption happens, the bot should itself heal itself rather than depending on the human. So this kind of a mechanism people are not aware. But in the industry, yes, we have in resources, but we don't have a qualified resources. Now, that's the reason I'm here as an RPA instructor who's gonna guide you from the scratch till the advanced. I'm gonna try you in all the extents, and I'm gonna give you some based on my experience here and there. When I'm explaining the topics, I'm gonna give you some live environment examples so that you're gonna understand it better. So this is what all about me, and here I'm with you, and I'm gonna be the sole responsible for you to train you from the scratch till the advance on this RPA journey. So this is what all about me. Okay. Now let me start. Let me start with our actual things. But before I go in detail, first let me make you guys understand about how the IT is right now, so that based on that we will fine tune our things. Just whatever might be in your mind, like you might have heard about some RPA tools like UiPath and all. Just take out everything and just start listening to the words what I'm explaining, so that you're going to get the concepts in a better way. Now, as you can see on my screen, right now we are in the fourth industrial revolution, which we are in right now. IT is now in fourth industrial revolution. But yes, as I said, it is in the fourth industrial revolution. But what about the previous third revolution? How it has evolved? How IT have evolved itself till this fourth industrial revolution? Let me talk about that. The first industrial revolution where IT took place was connecting devices. That is the first industrial revolution where people have created two different machines and they made both of the machine to communicate with a long distance. It can be a wired communication, it can be an email communication through an internet, or it can be a wide connection, whatever might be. So this is the first industrial revolution which IT have evolved by introducing so many new technology. That means connecting multiple devices together so that everything work in a single cube. So that was the first industrial revolution. Let me talk about the second revolution. The second industrial revolution gave rise by the first industrial revolution, which was connecting devices. The second revolution was big data, gig economics, and changing demographics. So what is this second industrial revolution? And because of first, I said the second have risen. What is it? See, because of the first industrial revolution where the people have connected two different machines together. Now, the two machines have started to communicate with each other by sending out the data, receiving data. Because of this, it has generated an pile of data. Now, business want to understand what exactly their data was saying to them, so that they can take some business decisions. So, like for example, to give you some example, it's something like a forecasting. Last year at this time, I have done my sales around 2 lakhs, like a 2 million. But in the future, what would be my sales? It is something like, and this based on my data previously what I had, I'm going to be deciding what will be my future sales. See, this kind of an production, dealing with the data, and creating some demographic things and all. That is the second industrial revolution. This is the place where many tools have been introduced. Like you might have heard about some data tools, ETL tools like Tableau, Alteryx, Power BI. Some of the things you might have heard, this is related to data, they have dedicated tools. This is the second industrial revolution which IT have took place. And right now also many people are still using, they are doing to the greater extent with the data now. They right now they have introduced many tools into the market which going to analyze and modify the data accordingly. So that is the second industrial revolution. Now, the third industrial revolution, which we call as a business process optimization, which was we passed very recently. What is this? Let me give you an example. Just think yourself at 10 years before, a decade before. Now, over there, if you want to purchase any of your laptop or anything, what you're going to do? You just go to your store, like a nearby store, and you're going to take up the laptop. And as soon as you hit the billing counter, the billing guy, what he going to do? He going to take up all the details of the machine and he going to put it into one Excel, and he have a ready-made template of invoice. He going to put up all the things. He going to calculate the amount and he going to convert that Excel to the PDF, and then he going to print it, and he going to put up some seal and signature, and he going to give it to you that as a warranty. So this is the procedure, like a decade before, how you are purchasing any of your machines. But consider the same thing now. If you want to buy any laptop, what you do? You just go to your any of your e-commerce websites and you just browse for the thing. You do a comparison and you're going to place the order. As soon as you place the order, on the next day itself, it will be on your doorstep. Now, if you want an invoice for this, do you call customer care and request them? And as soon as you request, they're going to sit and type the your invoice in an Excel and they're going to send it to you in an email? No, that's not the way. What you do is, if you want to get an invoice, you just go to your orders and you're going to locate your order, and there itself you have an option to download invoice. As soon as you hit download, the invoice will be downloaded. See, just compare a decade before and now. See, what's a huge difference. Previously, there was a guy who was sitting in front of the machine and who was doing all the things. But now, here, everything is automated. Everything is optimized. That means in the background, there is some processes which are lying, which gonna help you to do it. See, these are the tools which were introduced in the third industrial revolution, which we call as in business process optimization. There are many tools which were introduced. Like I just give you an example for e-commerce to understand. But similarly, if I just start comparing with a IT environment, in the finance sector, previously we had every calculation they were doing in Excel. But now we have got dedicated tools like Tally, QuickBooks. So many finance tools are there. For HR management, there is a dedicated tools. For handling the project, there is a project board, Jira kind of a things and all. See, these are business process optimization tool. This is the third industrial vision which we came across. And guys, before I proceed, like I think someone is not on mute. Can you please mute yourself? I'm just hearing some background noise. That's the reason. Yeah, thank you. I'm good now. So that is the third industrial revolution. And the fourth industrial revolution, which we are in currently right now. Here in the market, you might have heard some buzzwords like AI, robotics, ML, machine learning, adding some intelligence to the bot and all. See, that is the industrial revolution which we are in right now. You might have heard about all of these buzzwords because IT wanted this kind of a knowledge for now. IT wanted to build an intelligence to the machines so that which their task can happen by the machine itself rather than the human. So that is a revolution which we are in. Now IT is moving in this phase. Now, as soon as I say this, now you will be you want to be well equipped with this AI and the robotics. Why? Because IT is moving in that way. in that fashion. So even you should adopt yourself to that kind of a technology so that you sustain in the market. And also we believe this AI in the robotics is the future. We believe at least for around 6 to 8 decades, this revolution will be there. There will be some advancement with this, but this is the kind of a thing which will be there for around 8 to 9 decades. Now, if this is the case, then your eye should completely be on the way how the market is moving, which is AI in the robotics. Now, you want to now if you want to sustain in the market, you want to have a knowledge of this kind of a technology, which is of AI, ML, robotics, and all. Okay, if that's the case, then what are the ways I have to learn it? Hook or crook, I should learn this. I should have a knowledge on this. If that's the case, what should I do? Yes, let me guide you. You have 3 options to achieve AI and the robotics. You can move with the same pace as the IT, how it is moving right now. All the 3 options will help you to do the same. But let me just present all the 3 options. Then you decide which option you have to go forward. First option is there are dedicated AI tools in the market. This AI tools, what it does is these tools are been designed in such a way that it will directly help the machines to adopt the intelligence. Okay, if the tools itself is helping the machines to adopt itself, so that's of a great technology. Okay, if that is of a great technology, now consider you are a fresher, yeah, you are a new to this platform. Now, if you want to learn, what is the time frame it would take? See, AI tool. In this AI tool, if you want to code, you should be very well knowledge. You should sound very good on the mathematics, because here you need to create an some kind of a model by building some equations and all. So that is of a prerequisite what you want to have. And dedicatedly for that AI tool, there will be a dedicated language which you want to be having knowledge on that. Even if you have that, it will help you to build an automation on that AI tool. Okay, if those two are the case, now if you want to learn yourself with this space, I would roughly say around within an 8 to 9 months, I would say, like round off at the 10, it would hardly take around 10 months for you to learn the knowledge of the AI tool which you have selected to build an automation, and to have very well sounded on the building the machine learning models over there. So this is the time frame what you have. Okay, it's fine. I'm ready to dedicate my 10 months of a time, because in the future it will help me a lot. Okay, if you think of that as well. Now, if I see the market presence of the AI tools, see, these are the AI tools which are very, very costly. Only the Fortune 50 companies over the world have adopted this AI tool for their use cases. See, these are the big Fortune companies. Based on their use cases, for very limitedly, they have purchased these AI tools and they are using. Now, when you learn yourself and when you want to do some work on this to gain some experience, you have to be very much capable enough to get in only within the 50 Fortune companies. See, the market thing is very less for this, but the time frame what you want to learn this platform, even it is very huge. The time frame what I have given, it's for just understanding the basics and capable enough to build a model over there. But even if you want to go for higher use cases, then you should have very greater knowledge as well. So that will take little more time. So this is the first option. If you go with an AI tool, what and all the things, what are the drawbacks, what you have, the time frame is huge, and the market presence is very, very less. And also investing on the time to get the job, it's fine. But at the end of the day, getting in with the Fortune 50 companies itself is bit difficult, because in a world, only Fortune 50 companies are using those tools. You have to be very much qualified and very well sounded on this technology to be pro, so that you'll be qualified in that companies. So this is the first option what you have. Now let's explore the other two options also, and later let's decide which is the best. Second option. Second option is you can attain AI by using and coding skills as well. Coding skills. Right now in the market, we have many coding kind of a things, like we have a .NET, C hash, and Java, so many things. See, by using this kind of a coding skills, you can achieve AI. You can build, you can add intelligence to your machine. Okay, now let me analyze the same thing over there, like the way what I did previously. So what is the time frame it would take for me to enhance my skills? You might have heard in the market, we have one of the easiest programming language, which is of a Python. Everyone says that. Yes, let me take that as an example. Now, through the Python, you can build an ML model and you can add some intelligence to your machine. Now, if you want that, as a beginner, you're going to start your journey on the Python, and you're going to learn the complete concepts on the Python, and later you will be upgrading yourself with some of the advanced topics on this Python, and later you're going to start building the models over here as well. Here also you need a mathematical kind of a knowledge to build that expressions and all. Suppose that once your model is ready, then you're going to be starting training your model so that it can achieve that AI thing. Now, to learn this, to what is the time frame? I would hardly say around 4 to 5 months of time frame. At least you need to have this kind of a knowledge on the Python. Okay, if I invest, so what's the scale in the market? In the market, you have a large variety of skills. Like the market presence is very, very great. Many people, since it is one of the easiest kind of a coding, many companies are using this. So you can easily adopt, you can easily get in with one of the companies because you're very well sounded with the Python. But as a beginner, as soon as you enter any one of the organization, as soon as you go, they will not give you an opportunity to build some AI model and train that ML model and ask your machine to automate it. They will not give you that task. As a beginner, they will try to give you some scripts and all. So to build such kind of a model in an IT organization, at least you need some experience so that the organization can believe you that, yes, this is the person who can build such kind of a model for us. For this, I would hardly say this kind of an experience you have to sustain in the market. I would say around 2 years of a time frame. Within that, after that, you can get an opportunity within the organization to build such kind of a models by gaining some expertise. So this platform is great. The time frame is bit medium, intermediate, and opportunity wise, it's great. And the working wise, it would be around 2 years of the things you have to be to build this AI kind of a things. So this is the another option what you have in your hand. Now, let me give you the last but not the least option, which is of an RPA, which we call as a robotic process automation. So what is this? This RPA tools are the ones, like even this is something I would say as some out of the box tool, which will attain AI. What does this tool gonna do is, this is something like a one big package. Everything, if you want some AI intelligence, which is already built and packed and it is kept into the tool. If you want to build some ML model, it's already available. If you want to train some model, it's already available. Everything is ready over here. This platform has everything ready and everything is packed. This is often one complete package what you have. Now, what you have to do over here is you have to understand what is this tool is, how it is behaving. You want to understand how this platform is working. That is the thing what you have to do with this tool. Now, for this, the time frame. The time frame to learn this platform, I would say, and hardly around 1 to 2 months within this time frame, you can easily be in a pro level on this platform. Okay, great thing. The time frame is very less. Second, the market presence. Right now, if you just go to your LinkedIn or any job posting websites, and if you just type as RPA and if you hit enter, you see large number of results. That is the potential what this RPA has. You have a huge market presence for this RPA. So market presence is also great. And the third thing, as soon as you enter, will they gonna help you to build such kind of an AI? Why? Because if you start building now, in the future, you can sustain in the IT. Or else after 2 years, if you want to build, during that time, what will be the change in the IT? We don't know. So from now itself, you have to move with the phase. Now, your next question is, in this RPA, am I building the AI models? Yes. Since I said this package, this tool itself have got AI things, AI capabilities and all. Now here you will be the only qualified resources who gonna be who gonna be using that intelligence within the machine to automate the task. So you'll be right now parallelly moving with an IT. So this is the third option what you have. Now, all the three options will help you to achieve an AI, which will help you to sustain in the market for the upcoming decades. Now, by considering this all options, like I might have given you some clarity about all the three options. Now, based on my understanding, I would say you will usually prefer the third option. Why? Because it is the easiest one and the time frame is less. The market presence is very much greater, and also the job wise, you're gonna be automating the task by using some intelligence. So this platform has got all the pro points rather than the con points. So this is what all about the IT which we are in. And right now I have positioned yourself in a place where you will be moving in the phase of an IT. Right now, we're going to choose the third option, which is of an RPA, and which we're going to understand this concepts very in detail. Before I move on, guys, any questions for me or anything to be clarified?
No questions.
Okay. So am I going too fast? Do I need to slow down? Or am I good with this?
Good.
For me, it's okay.
Okay. How about you?
Yeah, good.
Okay. So guys, at the mid, if you are stuck at any one particular thing, if you don't get it or anything happens, please do let me know. I'm here to explain. Here, everyone are learning. So as many times you ask, I would be happy person to explain you. Like if you have any questions, don't keep in your mind. Please do ask. Why? Because if you have that question, similarly, other participant also will be having that question. If you ask a question me that, then it will help for you as well as the other participants. So please do ask as many as questions, and please do interrupt me when you have a question in your mind. Now, this is what the IT is right now. Right now, we are in a position where right now we have a plan, what we have to do, with our career based on the IT, how it is. Now, IT is moving in an AI way. Now, we should also move in a same phase. That's the reason we have opted one option, which is of an RPA. Now, let's understand about it. What is this RPA, which we call as a robotic process automation? Each word has got its own meaning. Robotic means it's of an entity which has a capability to mimic an human actions. Process means a sequence of steps that lead to some meaningful activity. Automation means a task which happen automatically without any human intervention. We call that as an automation. If I club all the three words, I get a beautiful derivation like stating that RPA, it's of an entity which has a capability to mimic an human action in a sequential order without any human intervention. That's what defines the RPA. Now, by adopting this RPA, IT is getting an major benefits out of it. One is scalability and flexibility is very, very high. This platform is very much, it can scale up or down based on the IT requirements, and it is very much flexible. Customer experience, it's really great. It follows all the rules and regulation what IT is following, compliance rules, improved in delivery. It is one of the non-invasive technology. See, this is the major thing. Return on investment. Within the short span of a time, this platform will help you to start getting the returns out of the investments. See, it eliminates the repetitive task which in IT they were doing. Process improvements, cost reduction, and much more. These are the benefits which IT is getting. So that's the reason it is moving in this platform is moving in a greater scope. Now, for this, just think. Let me give you one scenario. If you just visit any of the school or anything, like you see a classroom. In that classroom, we'll be having many students, right? Like the same way, think RPA is a classroom. In that classroom, we have many students, many products, which are, as you can see on my screen, here I have something as a Work Fusion, Blue Prism, Edgework, Cyclone Robotics, Cofax, Datamatics, and much more. See, these are the tools. These are RPA tools itself, which going to do an automation. Like the previous things, what in all we have discussed, all these tools going to do it. That's of sure. This all are RPA tools, which falls under this RPA because everything, all the tools going to do an automation for you. Now, after being said this, you might be thinking, okay, which is the tool best? Okay, here also let me guide you. Position yourself as a CEO of an organization. Just assume yourself as a CEO of any of the organization. And now here I am an RPA consultant who gonna be explaining you about this RPA. Now, as a CEO, you have in your mind that you want to automate your task so that you can boost your business. You want to automate something. So that's the reason you have called me. I'm an RPA consultant and I'm just projecting you this graph. Just think this as a scenario. And now let's play this. So you are an CEO and I'm an RPA consultant. Now, on the screen, I'm just showing you one graph. Now, what does this graph says? See, this graph is been presented by Forrester Wave. Who is this Forrester Wave? This Forrester Wave is a global advisory firm. See, these people are global advisory firms. What they do is every year they're gonna pick it up each platform. Platform is like this RPA, like a DevOps, in the testing and in the data ops. Every year they're gonna pick it up each platform and they're gonna list out all the products which are available in that, and they're gonna do an hardcore testing on it. They're gonna do an like a feature wise testing. They're gonna ask the customers the customer experience, and they're gonna take the feedback from the client, and they're gonna understand what's the roadmap of this product, how they're gonna solve the customer problems. By analyzing all the things, every year they're gonna release one graph for each domain. What the benefit of that graph is, see, it is free for everyone and it is open. This global advisor firm on their website, they're going to put up this graph. This graph are consumed by the C-level people. C-level people means CEO, CFO, and CTO. These are the positions in IT. They're going to consume it, and by consuming this graph, they're going to take the business decisions accordingly. So this is often one global advisory. From them, I have got one graph, which you are seeing on the screen. Now you got some understanding about the Forrester Wave, what they're going to do. And they have given some graph ones. You feel, yes, it has some information in it. Let me explain you that as well. As you can see over here, you can see 4 different waves. 1, 2, 3, 4. These are the 4 waves what we have. Each have got its own name. See, challengers, contenders, strong performers, and the leaders. Now, let me start explaining you this. Leaders. Leaders are the ones who are doing best in the market, who are solving all the problems of the customers, who have a strong roadmap, and who have a great features and functionalities and much more. Those are the ones are considered as a leaders. So that's these are the products which falls under leaders. Strong performers. Strong performers are those who are doing best in the market, who are satisfying all the customers, but not the great as the leaders. So they are the ones who are fall under strong performers. Contenders. Contenders are the ones who are doing best, but they are very stick to particular field. In the IT, we have different teams, right? Like the finance, HR, developer, testing, and all. So these are the tool. Here, right now I have only one tool, which is of Kofax. This tools, it will be very sticked on to one particular field. Like if it is of finance, it can do all the kind of an automation on the finance only. If it is of an some HR, in HR only it can do an automation and much more. So those are the ones falls under contenders. Challenges. We don't have any, but if we have, challenges are the one who have recently introduced in the market, but they have a huge potential of becoming a leader in future. So those are the ones will fall under challenges. Now, as a CEO, as soon as I explain you this, your eye will be completely on leader quadrant. Why? Because you want the best tool. You want the best tool to boost your business. So your eye will be completely on the leaders. So here also we have multiple tools like UiPath, Automation Anywhere, Nice, Crayon, Microsoft, and all. Now, as soon as I say this, do you want to adopt all these tools in your organization to boost your business? No, that doesn't make any sense. Why? Because adopting all the tools, it doesn't make any sense for you, which will cost you more, and return also will be not at all. There will not be any returns. Why? Because you cannot expect a returns from all the things if you adopt it, which doesn't make any sense as well. If that's the case, then which is the best for me in this? Okay, for that as well, this graph itself will give you an answer. Look at the scale. See here, stronger the current offering and the stronger the strategy. If you look at the scale, which is the best, and you can see the market presence, the bigger the circle, the market presence is greater. If by consider all the 3 points, you can see one product which is doing best. Here, you can see one product which is of UiPath, which is doing best at this place, which has a stronger strategy and stronger current offering, and it has a bigger circle when I compare with all the things. Why? Because it has a greater market presence. So by considering all this factor, I would say as an RPA consultant, UiPath is the best. UiPath is the tool which gonna help you to boost your business and which can help you to build any kind of an automation within a short span of ROI, return on investments. Not only in this Forrester Wave, similar to Forrester Wave, there are many global advisory firms like Gartner Peer Insights, G2 Crowd, IT Central Station. These are the global advisories. Even there on their website, even they're gonna do this analysis. You can visit their websites and see. See, in all their websites, you can see on the RPA sector, UiPath is doing best on all of their websites. Now, additional to this, if I want to see a feature level comparison of the product, for this, let me just highlight a couple of those. Here I have listed out all the things. I will highlight one tool, which we saw as the best, UiPath. And we saw some automation anywhere as well, which was in the leaders. And let me take a Blue Prism as well. Now, these are the prominent and which are tools which is doing great in the market. Now, that's the reason I have just highlighted 3. Let's compare this 3. Let me compare feature-wise. Discovery, bot ideation, portfolio, return on investment. Automation Anywhere rates with a 3. Blue Prism with a 5 out of 5. UiPath is just 3.5. Okay. Bot design and development. It rates 5. It rates with a 3. And this rates with a 4.4. Whereas bot deployment management, this both are 3, but this is 4. Regarding governance, platform model, and security, see, none of them will compromise. Everyone are higher. 4.2, 4.2, and Blue Prism is 5. And general platform capability, see here 3.8, 3.8, and 4. See, this rating are out of 5, not out of 10, out of 5. Now, if I take the average of by considering all the things, you can see Automation Anywhere rates with 3.9, Blue Prism with 3.8, whereas UiPath with 4.13, which is greater when I compare with all the things. You can see the average with a 4.13 rating. Now, in the terms of a strategy also, if I see product vision, performance, innovation roadmap, and the partner ecosystem delivery model, see, Automation Anywhere lies with somewhere with the 3.8. Blue Prism is very, very low, 2.8. Whereas UiPath, over here also, it is ruling the market with 4.6 rating. See, this is the way how the UiPath is and how it is doing best in the market. Now, apart from that, let me quickly show you another thing as well. Okay, I think I have closed that tab. Let me show you the Google trend of this. Let me browse for that. And let me just add a couple of products. One is UiPath and followed by Automation Anywhere. And I will add the Blue Prism as well. Okay, let me see as this. Sorry, blueprint, not this, Blue Prism. Yeah. See, this is the Google trend, what we have. See, this is the level of a trend, how people are looking about this platform, how potential it has, and how people are looking over the time. See here, this is a 1-year graph. Last year, October 3rd, 2021 to till date, 1-year graph. You can see blue color indicates UiPath, red color indicates Automation Anywhere, and yellow indicates Blue Prism. See, there is a tough competition between the Automation Anywhere and the Blue Prism. As you can see, sometimes the Blue Prism is higher, automation is lower. There's a tough competition between these two. But when I compare this with UiPath, it's somewhere a huge gap. As you can see, the trend, how the UiPath is doing over the time, how people are looking, how people are crazed about this platform, and how it is doing best in the market. See, this is the Google trend. Also, I just wanted to highlight this is of a live trend. When you can go and you can look at and you can consume this graph. So this is what all about and the strong points about the UiPath. By now, as an CEO, I think I might have convinced you about a tool which is of UiPath by showing its features comparisons when I compare with other tools and how it is doing in the market and how it is performing and all. So any questions for me? Any questions for me till now?
No.
So I believe as yourself, I was a CEO. Now I believe you are convinced about the strong points what I have given. Am I right in saying that?
Yes, you're right about that one.
Okay. So this is the way how the UiPath is. Now I think this as a CEO, even you are very much curious. Like, okay, this platform seems to be very interesting. Let's dig in detail. Okay. For that, next I have one small VT. Guys, let me know. I will play this VT whether you can hear this audio or not. I will just play it. Let me know.
This is a robot.
Can you hear the audio?
Yes.
Okay, great. Then let me just play this.
Now we can't
Now,
hear.
yeah. Now we cannot hear.
Okay, you're not able to hear the audio?
Yeah.
Okay, I think some settings, let me quickly check. Shade sound. Okay, let me just play now and let me know.
And through this is a robot.
Can you hear that?
Yes.
Okay, let me play it again from the first.
This is a robot. This is a robot. And this is a robot. Robots take the tasks that can be performed by people and make them more reliable and efficient through automation. UiPath makes software robots, and through robotic process automation, or RPA, people can use these robots to be more productive, more engaging, and more human. Let's walk through a quick use case to see a software robot in action. The UiPath Assistant sits on an employee's desktop and is loaded with automations to improve personal productivity, create departmental efficiency, as well as streamline company-wide operations. In this example, I'm a wealth manager and I'm preparing my weekly portfolio updates for my customers. When it's time to perform my customer prospecting, a reminder pops up and prompts me to start my IPO filing outreach. This is a process that checks recently filed S1s and extracts officers and directors using machine learning. The process begins by asking me to select the date range for the S1s that should be pulled. In this example, the robot works in parallel to me using picture-in-picture, a feature that provides the UiPath Assistant with a perfect copy of my desktop, allowing me to continue my work uninterrupted. While I continue working on my updates, I can watch the attended automation run, or I can minimize it. Once the companies are identified, my UiPath Assistant notifies me and gives me options on how I would like to review and connect with prospects. Because I selected manual review, UiPath Assistant launches the UiPath Validation Station, so I can see and confirm the exact entries from the S1. Remember, I may only have one shot at this introduction. In the final step, the process has checked to see if the extracted contacts exist in Salesforce and Marketo and gives me the option to choose who I want to reach out to. It has also created draft emails for me to review and confirm. I can also see the newly created contacts in Salesforce and Marketo. Our automations are industry agnostic. Whether you're automating a process for individual consumption or enterprise-wide usage, UiPath has you covered. Visit us at uipath.com to learn more.
Hi, sir.
Guys, just to give me a minute.
Okay, sir.
Just a minute. Hey, sorry guys, sorry for that. Okay, so what did you get from out of that video, VT? Any small gist of that VT?
About the video,
Yeah.
like robots make the life easy,
Mm-hmm. Okay.
and robot can make easy life as well as maybe they can do the daily task. Maybe I saw the.
Mm-hmm. Do we also build a robot of such?
Yes.
Okay, then on this a online meeting, how can we build that kind of a bot? How can I train you to build that moving robot and all?
By using proper software like this UiPath.
Yes, you are right. Here we are not building any moving robots. Here we are building software robots. So that's what that video was saying. Yes, as you guys rightly mentioned, it makes our life easy. But initially we have to spend our time, but that's what we say as initial trouble will be there. But in the future, it is something like an easy thing. Once you build that robot, then in the future, all the tasks will be happened by the robot itself. So you can sit uh, on a chair and you can watch your Netflix and you can do whatever the things. In the background, you are doing the other work also, which your bot is taken care. Now here we're going to build a software robot, not the hardware. We're going to build a software robots by using a tool called UiPath. Now let me introduce you guys with an UiPath platform. UiPath was founded in the year 2005 by Daniel Dines and Mauritius Tricat. These are the people who have introduced it. Now, if you think this UiPath platform is as one complete cake, I can slice this into three different parts. One is studio, orchestrator, and the robots. These are the three things how I can slice it. Let's talk about the each things. Studio, UiPath Studio. This is the place for us, for developer. This is the place where we're going to build an automation. Here, if you want to do any kind of an automation, you already have an dedicated activities. As I said, this platform, it doesn't require any coding skills. Here in this platform in UiPath, everything is just drag and drop. That's it. Drag, drop, configuring it. That's it. Nothing else. So here, if you want to do an Excel automation, you have already ready-made Excel activities. If you want to do an PDF automation, you have ready-made PDF activities. If you want to do an automation on the Chrome, you have those activity. If you want to do an automation on the Google Cloud platform, GCP, you have that. Citrix, whatever you name it, you have an option. You have an ready-made activities in UiPath to build an automation. So this is the way how you're gonna build an automation over here. Now this is the how the studio, and this is the place for us as an RP developer we're gonna be spending our time. Next piece is orchestrator. This is the place where we're gonna manage, control, and manage, control, and monitor our robots. See, in the orchestrator itself, we'll be having all the robots. All the robots will be residing over there. There, we're gonna control all our robot. There, we're gonna manage our robot. We're gonna monitor what our robots are doing, how it is executing, which are the tasks are completing, which are not completing. We can monitor everything in an orchestrator. It is something like a control room where you're going to be controlling all your bots, where you're going to be seeing the movements of your bots and all. So this is the orchestrator, which we're going to see in detail as you move on with this course. Next, last but not the least is bots, UiPath robots. These are the agents. These are the ones who gonna do an automation for us. There are two types of robots. One is attended robot and another one is unattended robot. Attended robot. Attended robot means which gonna do task parallelly with human. Parallel with human means, see, for example, let's assume I have 10 steps to be done. In that, first 5 steps, it can be done by the bot. But 6th and 7th step, it is very, very crucial. The bot should not handle it. The human itself, with this human intelligence itself, we have to handle it. If that's the case, if this is the kind of a use case, then we're gonna be adopting attended robot. Attended robot, first 5 steps, the bot will be completing. 6th and 7th step, the human will be completing. 8th, 9th, and 10th step, again bot will be completing. See here, bot, robot, and the human are working in hand. Both work in hand. So in this case, we're gonna deploy attended robot. That now let me talk about unattended robot. Unattended robot means as soon as you trigger your workflow, the bot just go and automate it and come back. So that is attended robot. It doesn't require any human intervention. It just go, automate the task and come back. That's it. That is unattended robot. Now, if I see both of this robot in working in same environment, same organization, then I would call that organization as an hybrid RPA. Hybrid RPA means in the front end. That means with the humans, attended bots are working. In the back end, the unattended bots are working. So this I've called it as an robotic framework with an hybrid RPA environment. So that is, these are the two robot types. Now, based on the understanding of these 3 modules, let me connect the dots between these 3. For this, I want you to just close your eyes and just listen to my words. How these 3 products will work. You are an RPA developer who's going to be developing the workflow in UiPath Studio. So you're going to build that workflow. As soon as you build a workflow, you're going to publish it to the orchestrator. See, you're going to publish from the studio to the orchestrator. You're going to push your code from your studio to the orchestrator. Now, in the orchestrator, their robots are lying, right? So in the orchestrator, think I'm an orchestrator admin. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to take, you built a workflow, right? I'm going to take your workflow, and in the orchestrator, I have a robot, right? I'm going to take one robot and I'm going to attach both of the things. I will ask that robot to take this workflow and go to your friend machine. Machine means laptop or computer. So go to your friend machine, complete that task and come back. Suppose, let's think you have built an automation to log in into social media account. For example, any of your social media account in a LinkedIn, the bot should log in with the credential. So you have built that workflow. Now you're going to publish to the orchestrator. In the orchestrator, I'm going to assign that robot to that machine, to that workflow, and I'm going to ask that robot to go to your friend machine and log in to your LinkedIn account. So the bot, what it does is, it's going to go from the orchestrator to your friend machine. It's going to open up the browser. It's going to type your username and the password, and it's going to log in your friend laptop, not in your laptop, in your friend laptop. It's going to log in. And once it is successfully logged in, it's going to come back to the orchestrator because it has finished the task. This is unattended robot, how it gonna work. This is the way how in the IT environment is also working. Right now, I have given you example as a social media account, but in the business environments, everything is a task which will happen. So that is the way how this all the three pieces will play a vital role. Did you guys get this? Here, right now, this session, I'm completely talking in the theoretical front. So I make sure that from my next sessions, I will not at all talk in detail. Like this theoretical part, it will be very less, but the practical part, it will be higher. So usually I follow this as a mechanism. The theoretical, I would keep around 10%, but the 90% of my time I'll be spending on the practicals. But since it's of a first session, I just want to give you the intro. So I'm spending some times on this theoretical part. So did you guys get it? How these three things will work
Yes.
in cycle?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Guys, as I said, if you have any question at the mid, please do stop me and ask me then and there. Okay. After we understood about this platform, now, as I said, the bot can do an automation and all, right? So as soon as I say that, okay, you think whatever might be the things, the bot can automate it. If we think that, no, that's not right. See, if you build an hardware robot in a hardware itself, like the moving robot and all, if you ask that robot to, if you have coded for dancing it's gonna dance. Or else, if you ask that robot to do something else, which cannot be done by the robot, if that's the case, it will not be able to perform. Why? Because it is not designed in that way. Similarly, our software bot also has some restrictions. There are some processes which can be automated, and also there are some processes which cannot be automated. Let me project you that. Just think any one of your use case in your mind. If you have anything, okay, as soon as I learn this platform, I want to do this as an automation. If you have anything in your mind, just keep that and in your mind. And now let me explain you whether that process can be automated or not. See, these are the qualifying factors, the arrows things, what you're seeing. If everything, if the process, what you have kept in your mind, if everything is been qualified, then I would say that is the best process to do an automation. If not, no. Okay, let me start. Just keep any process in your mind. First thing you have to check is whether it's of a highly manual and repetitive process. See, highly manual means, okay, just a minute. Okay, it's charging. Yeah, highly manual means, like manual means the human it is doing, and repetitive. Every day he gonna be doing the same thing. For example, if you go to any one of the IT organization, there will be a finance team. If you go to any one of the finance guy, and if you ask him, invoice finance guy, his job is to create an invoices. If you ask him today, how many invoices you have generated? He would say around today I have generated around 20. If you ask tomorrow, he's gonna say around today I have generated 40 invoices. Day after, the number might be varying, but the task he is doing every day, he's generating an invoice. He's taking the products, he's gonna putting up into the one invoice template, and he's gonna be sending to the customers. Every day he's doing the same thing. See, this is of a same manual repetitive task. The same task he's doing every day. If you ask today, he would say, today I have done so and so. If you ask end of the month, today I have this month I have done so and so invoices. See, this is a manual repetitive task. Now, by considering this, you decide that whether your process in your mind, what you have, it's of a manual or repetitive. Next, let's assume it's of S. It's of a manual task, repetitive task. Just check whether it's of a rule-based process. Do you have many rules and regulations to be followed? Like if this happens, this is the thing what it should do. If that doesn't happen, then this is the thing it should do. If again this happens, what is the next step? If not, what is the next step? So do you have such kind of a rules and such kind of a mechanism in your process? If yes, then go ahead. If no, then try to apply some process improvements, like improve your process by adding some initiatives and all, rather than attaining the RPA. So even here, let me assume it's of a rule base. Next, let me check whether it's of a readable electronic input type. Readable electronic. See, here we are doing software robot. We cannot ask that software robot to take a hard copy of the invoice and to extract it. It cannot do. Why? Because it's of a software robot. So that's the reason. The next thing you have to check is whether it's of a readable electronic input type. If yes, go ahead. Next, standard inputs. Standard inputs means, see, right now, UiPath the robots can understand some of the languages like English and Chinese, Japanese, and all. But in the world, we have we don't have a count of a language. So many languages are there. You cannot ask some tribal kind of a language for the bot to understand. See, it is not at all possible. That's the reason it should be having a standard inputs. It should be in English, Japanese, Chinese, or N. It cannot read some other languages. So you have to check this. Next, low exception rate. See, if you automate it, exception means the bot will fail to do it. If you automate this, the bot will obviously successfully completes the workflow with a low exception, low errors. With a low error, it will complete it. Why? Because as soon as we see some process, we will say, okay, this is something like that we can automate it. If I automate it, it will reduce some time. As soon as we see that, we understand. And also, we also think that, okay, if I automate, nothing will happen. It will run perfectly fine. If that's the case, then move to the next. If not, apply some process improvements. Next, just check whether the processing method can be changed. Right now, let's assume you are doing 5 steps, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, if you can change that processing method rather than 2, 3, just remove that, just go from 1, 4, 5. Can you do that? Just check it out with your process, what you have in your mind. If it is possible, then try to implement some other service. See, there are so many tools, as I said, process optimization tools, right? In the initial we were discussing, there are many tools. If you can replace something in your process, then replace with the low cost tools rather than investing on RPA. If the processing method cannot be changed, the database, what it is using, it cannot be changed. If that's the case, then check whether it's of a high process volume. High process volume means, for example, as I said, that invoice guy, he's doing every day, he's doing invoice, right? So let's assume we have done that automation. Right now the bot is running. In a day, like you have only one invoice. Okay, yeah. Let's assume that invoice guy is doing he's doing a manual task, right? So that manual task, if that CEO wants to think, if we want to automate it, yes, we can automate it. But before that, we can analyze, do we have a high volume? High volume means, okay, in a day, how many invoices he's processing? In a day, he's processing around 2, 3. In a month, he's processing around 50. If that's the case, we as a human itself, we can do it rather than investing huge money on the RPA. If we have very less volume, then it is not a right idea to invest on RPA. If we have high volume, in a day, I want to process 1,000 invoice. In a day, I want to process like couple of thousands invoices. Then this is the case of RPA. You have to check that whether it's of a high volume process. Next, check whether minor kind of an automation will improve your process. Minor automation means like you can write some scripts, Python scripts and all. See, by you writing some scripts, you can automate some minor automation. You can automate some task. with the minor things. If that is possible, then just try to investigate some potential tactical solution rather than RPA. If minor automation itself is solving the issue, just investigate that rather than investing on RPA. Next, check deep system changes required. See, if you want to implement this RPA in your organization, if you have the database, you have to replace that. If you have some tools, you have to replace that. If you have some other kind of an management tool, you have to replace that. If that is the case, if by implementing this RPA, this many changes, if you want to do for that process, then investigate some other option, some other system integration tool, which will suits your environment rather than RPA. If everything is qualifying the process, what you have in your mind, then that is the best process for automation. If not, we would recommend to investigate some other tactical solutions. So did you guys get this? The flow, the process which to be automated.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, let me ask you one question. So this is a process. I think just give me a minute. Let me just arrange the things. Okay, so here you can see process A, process B, process C. These are the three processes. Now, see process A has highly manual repetitive work is around 75%. Rule-based process, 50%. Electronic readable input type, around 65%. By considering all the factor, I want you guys to give me an answer like stating that which is the first process I want to automate, whether it's of a process C, process A, or process B. By considering all the factor, by taking an average, by looking at the flow, you have to decide which is the first process I want to automate, followed by which, followed by which. For example, you can give me an answer as first you want to automate as B process, followed by A process, followed by C process. So in that way, I want an answer. Did you guys get it?
Yes.
Just take your time. I will just wait for your answer. Just analyze it and just give me which process to be automated. By considering this flow, by considering all this parameter, I want not in a row level, but I want in a consolidating all the things. Just take your time. Yes, guys. Did you guys get it?
Yes.
Yeah. So which is the first process which can be automated?
Process A.
Okay. Followed by?
Process B.
Yeah.
Okay. Followed by?
Process C.
Process C.
Okay. Okay. Let me see the answer. Yes, guys. As you rightly mentioned, yes, process A is a best fit for automation, which is followed by process C and followed by process C. Process C can be automated, but it should be subjected to Lean Sigma transformation. Sigma transformation means like a process improvement by adding some of the things and all. After process C passing through, then only it can be automated. Or else only this process A, B, and it can be easily automated. So as you rightly mentioned, as you rightly analyzed, yes, this is the result, A, B, and C. Yes, that is being said. Now, these are the benefits, what you're going to get out with the addition with this RPA, what and all the benefits we saw over there. Addition to that, these are the benefits which you get out of this UiPath. First thing is, it reduces burden on IT. Second thing is, it's more accurate. The bot never can go wrong. Productivity rate is very, very, very high. It follows all the compliance rules and regulation. It is one of the consistent technology. No coding. See here, no coding is required. This platform doesn't require any coding skills. It is one of the cost-cutting technology. It reduces burden on IT and it is reliable. It works 24/7. It never takes any sick leave, casual leave, or some vacation leave, anything. It works 24/7. During midnight, around 3 a.m. in the morning, if you want the bot to run some process, it will run. It will run for you. So it works 24/7. These are the benefits what you get out of this platform. And these are the capabilities what UiPath can deliver. See, whatever you need regarding the RPA, these are the tasks which can do it. See, it can move the files and folders. It can the copy, paste and things. These are the RPA tasks, email event, filling the form, extract the structured data, read, write, activities, move files and folders, and much more. Apart from that, this platform have got AI capabilities as well. See, it can understand the documents. It can classify the emails based on the intelligence. It can do an automation on the VDI. It can extract the structured data, semi-structured data, unstructured data. It can convert speech to text. We can build a intelligent chatbots and much more. See, these are the capabilities what this UiPath carries. For this, let me give you a small example. In India, like we have doctors, and like in a world we have doctors. In this doctors, when you visit, if you are stuck at anything, like you're facing some issues, so they're going to write some prescription with their writing. We have an conception like stating that as a patient, as a human, we cannot understand the doctor language because they do some kind of a scribbling thing. But the same prescription, when you give it to some pharmacy guy, he is be capable enough to read it and he gonna look for the particular tablets and he gonna give it to you, particular medication. So why I brought this as an example is, see, as a human, we will not be capable enough to understand what the doctor have written. If you give the document for this bot will be capable enough to read it and understand it, and it's gonna give you the appropriate result. See, that is the way how this AI kind of an intelligence, how UiPath team we are building for this. That is the way how it is moving. How this was just example. Apart from that, we have many AI skills which are there, which are available, which I'm going to be explaining as you move on with this course. Now, these are some of the glance of some of the technology partners what we have under UiPath. One is like whatever you name it in the different domains. Like see here, artificial intelligence and the machine learning. There are many tools, right? Initially, I said there are many AI tools. To that, we want to integrate it. We have a capability. See, UiPath has already been a technology partner with them. You have already have a ready-made activities. What you have to do is just integrate it and run it. That's it. Miscellaneous. There's open another domain. Even that, if you want to integrate, yes, you have architecture, digitalization, process mining, security, natural language, case management, and much more. See here, this was within one slide. These are some of the popular tools which I bought. Apart from that, there are many tools which UiPath have been a technology partner and in which they are doing really great. So whatever you name an automation you want to build with integration with other tools, you already have an activities. What you have to do is you have to just take it and plug in, play. That's it. So that's the reason UiPath have been a technology partner with so many tools in the market. Now, let me quickly show you how to install this community edition since you are very new to this platform. Now, from our next class, we're going to be building an automation and all. So prior that, let me show you how to install this community edition. This is the first RPA platform which they have given for the people free of using these tools. This is the first RPA tool which have released a free community edition for the all over the people, all over the world, for the people. With this community edition, what email you're going to get, I will show you that. For that, first thing, what you have to do is just look for cloud.uipath.com. Just type in your browser cloud.uipath.com. As soon as you hit enter, the bot going to take you to a page where you can sign in. You can sign in with your Google account, Microsoft account, or with your email. Since I already have an account, it is directly logging me in. But for you guys, you have to create an account, a new account, and it asks your first name, last name, some of your information, and you have to agree that agreement. And as soon as you agree that, if you hit next, this is the place where you're going to land up. This is the screen where you're going to be landing up. Here, if you just see here, you can see something as a download UiPath Studio. As soon as you click on that, see, download is started. This is the place where you install your studio. And if you scroll down further, see here, here you have an orchestrator service, another piece of UiPath. And if you see the robots and services, you can see some of the robot license also, which is free for you. See, these are the licenses which you're going to get for free for a lifetime as soon as you create an one small account in UiPath for learning. Anyways, in detail about this orchestrator and the robots, which we will talk it. But now let's talk about the studio. Once this file has been downloaded, as soon as you double click on that MSI file, this is the screen what you'll be getting. Here it asks you to quick option and custom option. I recommend you to choose the quick option and hit I accept the license agreement and hit install. As soon as you do that, it's going to take some time to install. And after installing, this is the screen what you'll be seeing. Hit launch studio. As soon as you hit launch studio, this is the screen what you're going to get. Hit sign in button. As soon as you hit sign in, this is the screen what you'll be getting. Here, just choose. Just give the URL, the same URL, cloud.uipath.com. Hit sign in. Since you have already signed in with your browser, it will directly take you to this screen. This is the screen where you're going to be looking at. This is the screen how it's going to be looking for you. So once you see the screen, then the studio has been successfully installed. Now, let me quickly show you that as well. Right now, I'm just opening my studio. So as soon as it opens, as I showcased, that is the screen what you'll be seeing. See, this is the same screen what you'll be seeing. For right now, I have done some changes, like some settings to the dark mode and all. For you, it will be in a white screen. I will come back to that. Now, prior that, let me talk about some of the use cases about this platform. You might have heard about one big company, big MNC, which is of GE, General Electric. In one sector, this GE has deployed 162 robots. That too in only one sector. With that, what they got? They have got 150 million plus in the increased productivity. Look at the number. 150 million plus in increased productivity. And the direct benefits is $28.3 million benefits. See, in only one sector, this benefits. If they deploy in all of their sectors, look at the number. We cannot imagine. That's the reason IT has been moving with this platform like anything. Next, you might have heard about this company as well, KPMG. They have automated around 45% of the efforts has been automated with the 85% of the maximum accuracy. With that, they have saved around 54,000 of man hours. Look at the number. 54,000 of man hours has been freed. If I convert into an benefits and if I convert into an revenue productivity, it's somewhere very high. The number is very high. See, this is the kind of a thing what you're gonna get out of this platform. That's the reason IT is very crazy about this and they are trying to adopt it to the greater extent. Now, let me talk about the job trend, how we have under this RPA. If you, as I said, like if you just go to any of your job portal and if you look for, you have majority number of openings for RPA when I compare with the other major prominent playing platforms. I see a great number of opportunity for RPA. So by highlighting this, again, I'm confirming you guys like you are at the safe place, like you are at the safe hands and you are at the right place. You are learning the right platform. Now that is being said, let me just move to the next slide, which talks about the RPA certification. Now, regarding this UiPath, we have some dedicated certification which are presented by UiPath. Let me show you that. Just type for UiPath certification and RPA certification. See, UiPath have released two different certification. One is associate and another one is advanced. These are the two certification what you have in your hand. Each has its own pricing and all. Don't worry about it. But this course, what we have designed and what we're gonna be, I'm gonna be training you guys is the advanced one. At the completion of this course, you'll be capable enough to build, to take this advanced certification for doing an automation, for getting this certification. You can easily get that. But the only prior is we need your dedication and you need to be practicing all the assignments what we give, and you should be very much concentrative and you have to get all the topics what we are getting. So once you have satisfied the need, then post completion of this course you'll be capable enough to take this advanced certification. So that's the way how we design this course for you guys. So this is about the certification. Any questions over here on the certification part?
No. Just we have to give first associate, or we can go direct with the
There's
advanced
no
one.
prerequisite. You have to complete the associate, then only go to the advanced. So you can directly go to the advanced as well.
Okay, yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Okay, so that is what I just wanted to highlight about the certification. Now let me quickly give some intro about the studio. As soon as you install, as I said, this is a screen, right? What you'll be seeing on the screen. And here you have an open option where you can open your project. And if it is lying on some of your folders, and this is the place where you create a new project. And these are some of the templates which are created by the bot. Created by the UiPath team. So which can be doing for the automation. If you want to do some background process, you have this template. For mobile automation, you have this orchestrator, this robotic framework, this. See, this will be our advanced topic. This template we're going to be using and we're going to be understanding about it in our advanced thing, which don't worry about it right now. Don't worry, I'm here to guide you, but I'm just showcasing the places where you can see the things. And here are some of the recent project which you have opened. Here you can see that. And that's what about this pane. And next you have a tool section. Here you have some ready-made apps which are integrated with your studio. And these are the tools which you're going to be using in the future as you move on with the course. But here, this is the place where you can see it. And UiPath extension. By default, while installing your studio itself, this extension based on the browser what you're using, it will be installed. If it is not installed, I recommend you guys to please install this web extension. What is that web extension? See here, this is my browser. In the browser, I have UiPath web automation. You can see this is of an extension which is added. If I have that extension, then only I can do an automation over here. If I want to ask my bot to click on this, it can click it. If I have UiPath extension, if not, no. So that's the reason. Please install this extension. As soon as you install Studio, it will be added. If it is not added, then this is the place where you can find it and you can add it. And apart from that, we have some of the plugins. Like we have a direct integration to GitHub, TFS, and SVN. So these are and code repository like a version controlling tools, version controlling where you can push your code and you can manage the versions accordingly. Right now I'm using an GitHub, so I have enabled only GitHub. So in the futures, there are many customers who are still using SVN and TFS. That's the reason we still kept that as an plugins over here, which the customers can use it. And apart from that, we have some test plugins as well. And the templates I have showed in the start, right? You can see all the templates in one slide kind of a thing. And we have just enabled some of the plugins, right? Git, TFS, SVN. I have disabled TFS and SVN. I have enabled only Git. So that's the reason you're seeing only Git over here. Next, in the settings, you can do some general settings like changing the languages and some themes. Right now, previously it was a light theme for you. I have changed it to a dark theme. And some design things, location, manage sources, and some licenses and profile. And you can click on this license, and if you hit change profile, you get it two options. One is UiPath Studio or Studio X. So what is the difference between the Studio and Studio X? See, Studio is for us, for our developer, right? I have given you some explanation. This is the way how Studio is. But Studio X is for the C-level people. C-level people means CEO, CFO, and all. So for those, the Studio X is. They will not be having much time to do an automation like the way we developers do. For them, it will be ready-made, some compact kind of a workflow which is already built for them, like automating emails, automating Excel kind of a things. It will be there. So this Studio X is for them, which they can easily automate. But right now, in our case, we'll be sticking on to Studio only, not Studio X. If you want to change and if you want to explore, you can change it and explore the license. Next, you have under help tab, you can see the product documentation, some community forums, some help center, and regarding some information about your product, and some short survey, release notes, quick tutorial, and much more. These are the things what you can find it on your studio. Now, let me start with just a generic process. Let me hit this process and it asks me a name and the description. Just give an appropriate name and description. So as a best practice, let me give a general name. I would say as demo flow, and always give a description. That is a best practice. What is the best practice? See here, I have some recent workflows, right, which is created. See here, I can see demo workflow, test one, testing process, variable arguments. See, if I just see this as a thing, see here, new blank process. I don't understand which is the process I have built over here. If I want to understand, I need to open it and then only see. If you would have given a proper naming convention and description, it would be very easy for you to automate it. So always you give an appropriate description. I would say as demo walkthrough flow. It's fine. See, compatibility. I have 3 options: Windows, cross-platform, legacy. So what are this? Windows. Windows means you are automating a Windows application. Windows are the ones like operating systems like Windows Server, Windows Server 2018, 2019, 2022. So many servers machine. That is the actual Windows operating system. If you're automating over there, then choose this. If you're automating on the Windows applications like legacy, like a Windows 10, Windows 11, these are the modified ones. These are the legacy Windows tools. If that's the case, choose the legacy. If you're working on that server thing as well as the legacy thing, then use a cross-platform. That is suffice. So right now I'm in Windows 10. So let me choose as Windows Legacy. Language, VB, C#. See, you have 2 options. This platform, this UiPath is completely built on .NET. It's completely built on .NET framework. If you are very much familiar with the C#, if you are very well sounded on the C# kind of a coding, then you can choose in C#. The benefits, why I'm saying why I bought the coding thing over here is, in UiPath, here and there we'll be using some small expressions. If you want to write that expression in VB, you can choose a VB. If you want to write that expression in C#, you can choose C#. Right now, let's choose a VB and let me just hit create. As soon as I hit create, the bot will take some time to just load the dependencies, add the required things for you. And once everything is added, then this is the screen what the bot gonna be giving it to you. It's gonna be, right now I'm running some beta, so you might see some difference between yours and mine, because some I will show later. And yes, some bit kind of a changes will be there. Don't worry about it. In the future, you will be also getting this as an options. See, usually this is the screen what you'll be getting, and you'll be having this panel which is already open for you. But what I did was I have just pinned up everything. See, everything I have pinned up over here. That's it. That's the only difference. For you, it will be in a light mode and everything will be open. You'll be seeing all the options somewhere at the bottom over here, left and right. But now, to have some bigger area for designing, I have pinned everything. That's it. Now, let me just hit open main workflow. See, this is the area which we're going to get for doing an automation. And here, let me talk about this. This is of a tool palette, what we have. For now, we have many options. I have a dedicated section. I have dedicated session for each of the sections. But now let me just guide you with prominent ones which we're going to use. See here, new option. I can create a new sequence, flowchart and all. And here I have a save option. And here I have a run option. This 3 is more sufficient. Save, run, and creating a new. For now, just understand this. Create a new, save it, and run it. You have this option. And if you want to publish this workflow to the orchestrator, you have your publish button. And if you want to debug your workflow, if you want to understand what your workflow is doing, then these are some of the tool palette what you have for debugging. For debugging itself, I have completely dedicated one session for it. So we're going to discuss in detail. Don't worry about it. But for now, just have an eye on these 3 things. Now that is being said, I think we are good. We are good to start a new topics, actual topics on this platform. This was a completely intro about this platform, which I just wanted to give. Now I think we are good. We are good to start our actual topics. But since we are running out of time, within next 12 minutes, I cannot start a new topic because again, we'll be catching day after tomorrow. So what I will do is I will just show you a small taste of this platform, how you can do an automation. Now, I have built one small workflow, guys. What's that workflow is? Let's assume I am a digital marketer. What I do is I usually write some articles and I'm going to put it up in my Twitter. I'm going to just tweet some things over there. I'm a digital marketer, so I'm just tweeting some things. Every day, my job is, what I would do is every day as soon as since every day I'm posting some tweets, some articles and all in the Twitters and all, right? And because of that, there will be some increase in my number of followers, right? As soon as we write some articles, some people will like it and they're gonna follow our profile and all it will happen. Now, because of this, every day what I do is, as soon as I woke up from my bed, what I do is I just log into my Twitter account and I will just see how many followers are there. Whether the tweet, the articles yesterday, what I have written, whether it has impacted my number of followers or not. Every day morning, as soon as I wake up, this is the thing what I'll be doing. Now, but yes, it's of a great thing. But I see some drawbacks over here. See, as soon as morning when I wake up, I'm doing this. I will not stop at this point. As soon as I see these followers, I will go to my home and I will see what others have tweeted, how the current world is, what is the things, what are the new features we have, and all I'll be exploring. So in the morning is our precious time. During morning, I'm spending my time on the social media, which is not worthy. So here, what I want every day is I want to see whether the followers are increased or not. That's it, right? So let me build a bot. Let me ask my bot every day morning to log in into my account and get the number of followers and send me out an email. See, rather than me spending on social media, right now I'll be spending on my inbox so that I'll be spending some quality time on the quality work rather than social media. So let me do this. So that's the reason I have automated this task. What my bot gonna do is it's gonna log in into my Twitter account. It's gonna take the number of followers and it's gonna send out an email to me. That's it. This is the thing what my bot gonna do. Let me run this workflow and show you how this task will happen. So let me just minimize and let me just run the flow. See, I have triggered my bot. See, it has opened up typed my email address. It typed my password. As soon as it typed, it has navigated to my profile and it took the number of followers and it has logged out. And also you can see the workflow has completed. But based on my explanation, I said it's going to send out an email, right? So let me see whether I have got any email or not. So this is my inbox. Let me just hit refresh. See here, Twitter update. Just now, 0 minutes ago, 12 followers. If you would see, I'm not a digital marketer. I don't post any articles, but I have 12 followers. That's it. So, but for that use case, I took that as an example. Now you can see I have 12 followers. Right now you're seeing just a text as 12 followers. If you want to modify like with a just greeting as hello human, this is your bot and yesterday it was so and so, today it is so and so. If you want that, yes, it is possible. But for this, for showcasing the potential of bot, I have built an automation to just send me the number of followers. That's it. With the subject line as Twitter update from me, it is sending to me. See, this is the way how the bot gonna do an automation. And this is the way how your workflow gonna be looking. See here, everything is of an activity over here. Here, nowhere you see a single code which is written. See, everything is an activity. This is the way how the automation, which we're gonna be building also in future in upcoming classes. Yeah. This is what the thing I just wanted to showcase. Now that is being said, yes, guys, that's it. All I have for the day. I think if we start a new topic also, it will not be fruitful. So if you have any questions or anything, you can ask me. And whatever might be the query, whatever might be the assignments, what I give, if you are stuck at any point, Anyways, Mr. Raj have created one group, right? So over there, you can post it. If at sometimes, if I'm available, I will respond. If I'm not available, like the other participant in the group or Raj can help you by addressing it so that your learning will never stops. I don't want you to keep that doubt in your mind and asking me in the next class. So whenever you encounter that, ask me directly in the group. Whenever I find time, sometime I will look in, or else anyone from this group can help you so that your learning will never stop. Anyways, yeah, you know where you can contact me and I can help you in all sort of fashion. But the only thing what I want from you guys is the dedication. Dedication to learn this topic in a greater way. So that's it, all about it. If you have any questions, I would be happy to take it.
Thank you. Bye.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for your time. We'll catch up then in the following session.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.